Hey guys, Kev here, and I have some unboxings to do for you. Well, I think it's just one, but seems to be a lot of stuff in here. I used something I just unboxed. This is the Berg Blade Sweeney prototype. Really cool. Definitely check that out. I think this is from TacKnives. I gotta double check the name, but they reached out to me and offered to send some OTFs, which I thought was really cool. I've been kind of getting into OTFs. That's it in there. Put this down. Put away this here Sweeney. Really cool knife. So here you go. TacKnives. TacKnivesUSA.com. Now, they reached out, and here's a picture of one of their OTFs. I believe they told me all their OTFs are made by Bestech, which is really cool. Obviously, they can't be assembled in China, so they're sent to them, and then they assemble them here. And they seem to have a really good relationship with Bestech, which is cool. So, I definitely am interested to check out some OTFs that are made overseas, because, you know, it's not something I see a ton of. And, yeah, I don't know. I just thought it's interesting. So we got 3 of them, which is cool. Yeah, you can tell it's Bestech because it's in like the same case that the factors came in. TK, TacKnives, TacKnivesUSA.com. And here we go. We got one here. It has this sort of carbon fiber in it. And let's just make sure there's nothing else in here. I'm not seeing anything. Okay. And I think I'll pass these around as well. So you got a decent spring clip there. I like that. This one's reversible. I know he said, 2 of the ones he sent are not reversible, and he said, you know, future models will be, so it's something they're focusing on. Right off the bat, I will admit this is not my favorite carbon fiber. It looks like the standard weave carbon fiber, but the implementation is just a lot different. Like, here's our prototype of the Growler, and this just has a nice sort of chatoyance to it. The contouring, the milling, just, I don't know, it just looks good. Where this kind of looks like the fake carbon fiber stuff you'd see on like CJRBs and stuff like that. Let's check out. Ooh, okay, that fired out of there. Look at that warnie, dude. Holy shnikes. Nice black wash. This is in D2. Very smooth. I mean, this thing hammers, guys. Wow, that's really good. How are we looking on wiggle? Got a little bit of side to side. Minimal up and down. Let's check this test. No movement up and down. So if I compare this to my Counter-Strike from Hogue, minimal, a little bit more up and down. So similar side to side, maybe a little bit more on this, but less up and down. Yeah. So this one has a little more up and down, but less side to side. And then you have the Kershaw Livewire. These are both made in the USA. About the same side to side. And probably a little more up and down. So this guy's really solid. I mean, if we compare it to those two. Got a pretty strong push on that switch, but it's smooth. And it really fires. Let's try the upside down test. No problem. Beats that one with ease. Let's try this guy. This is the one I had to replace because it couldn't retract upside down. Still struggling, but it's managing. And the Kershaw never had a problem. So, here's a size comparison for you. I do not have model names, it seems like. So, that's something, you know, you guys can go to the website and check them out. And obviously, you'll see the model names there. I'm sorry, I didn't know I wouldn't have. I did ask for the information in the box, but we'll see. So please enjoy 20% off your next purchase on your website with coupon code THANKYOU. So there you go, guys. I'm guessing that code works all the time. So you can check the QR code. You can use the code there. Thank you. I don't know the price points on these, but so far that's very good. Let's check this one out. So this one's going to be sort of a die rack Delta situation where it's on the front. Comes with, looks like extra hardware. I don't know if it's for a specific reason. Just looks like, oh, you could swap out, oh, that's cool. So you could swap out the hardware for satin to match the plate. And you can also swap out the, switch. You can also swap out the switch screw to black so that it's all black on there. That's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know if it comes like that. I just noticed a screw laying on the ground here, so let me make sure. Oh, this is open. Oh, okay. So he might have just sent this to me. I don't know if that's standard. I'm not sure. I'm going to fold this up, and I'm going to grab this rubber band and see if I can't rubber band this baby a little bit here. Come on. What is going on? How hard is this? All right, that's good enough. I'm gonna put that underneath here so it's just there in case I need to reference it or whatever. Okay. So let's check this guy out. Whoa. Okay. It's kind of funny. I'll be honest. When you have a switch like this, I totally expect it to be a double edge dagger because it's coming out straight. You just expect it to be a dagger and not. I don't know if they make one that's a drop point that comes out like that. I guess so. This is the Heretic Cleric 2. This is on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, but it has a switch on the front as well, and you'll see it comes out as a dagger, and it just seems, that kind of feels right, you know, because it's a dagger situation. This thing's gnarly, by the way. Look at that. You can see the internals and everything. There's the blade just sitting there. Really cool, but they're like $700-800. And absolutely huge. This is a little warny, but it actually, again, the action on these is really good, guys. I'm surprised I've never heard of this brand. He did tell me, as the 154 CM, he did tell me at one point they did make clones, I think, but they've changed their ways and all that good stuff. So I appreciated him telling me that and you know, mentioning it, that was in their past and they've changed and whatnot. So, yeah, I mean, as long as they're not making them anymore and they know that was wrong, there's, you know, I'm not going to sit here and hold a grudge, especially since I didn't know anything about them. Same amount of play. Very good. Yeah, Bestech's the OEM on these. They did a great job. Now, I would say, you know, if you're going to make these models again, and if you want my feedback, I would use anything but this shit. Like, this is just not, I mean, maybe other people think this looks good, and maybe if these are like $50, sure, you know, but if they're closer to 100 or more, you got to go, like, even G10 or none at all, like, but I would prefer, like, good carbon fiber. If you put the stuff I showed you just a second ago, if you put this stuff in there, like, that would look good. Or if you put even black G10 like this would look good. You know, you could put micarta in there would be cool, or marbled carbon fiber, you know, anything, basically. But I digress. This is comfortable in hand, you know, good size. The switch being on the side is actually kind of ideal for this because now you have your grip. Where when you have a switch like this and it's smaller, see this one's bigger, and it's smaller, it's awkward because you have to kind of like get to the switch and you're kind of like resting on the switch as part of your cutting grip, and it's just, I don't know, it's just different. where this feels more comfortable. Now, being left-handed, it's a little bit awkward because the switch is in my finger, where right-handed, you're just kind of not even feeling it. So I love these Warnies. Absolutely money, and it's some of the best OTF action I have experienced. So that's good. This one, oh, there's one in here. So here we go again with screws. So I'm going to be careful this time. Take this little guy out, put it down here. Is there a screw you can replace back here? Don't see that. That's unfortunate. I would love to see a screw to replace the glass breaker, because I just hate these little stupid glass breakers. And this is definitely a Microtech looking thing right here. Yeah. I mean, the Warnie's cool. Yeah, I don't know how close this gets to being a Microtech sort of clone thing. I don't know. It's just a small OTF, but, you know, it kind of has that Hellhound blade, and then that kind of, you know, just get rid of this thing. Stop using this, and it'll look completely different, in my opinion. But this is clearly the same as a Microtech one. You could use a chuck from a power drill to get this off easily. I don't know why you would, but it's got standoffs for the clip, which is cool. These clips look good, by the way. You got a nice belt satin on this tiny blade. I really like this. And again, the action on this, stellar. Very good action. This one has a lot of side to side and up and down, but maybe that's a size thing. I don't know. The switches are good, smooth. I mean, they feel really good, guys. D2. No, 154 cm on this one. 154 cm on this one. And then D2 on this one. So I would say, you know, if you're in the market and you're looking at like those SOS knives from Blade Ops I've showed before, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those. I just didn't like the up and down play. If these are in a similar ballpark price-wise, which I think they should be based on material and everything, I would 100% go with these. They have a much better clip. The action is phenomenal. Those are good. The action is phenomenal. You don't have that weird up and down play where you just push. You get a Warnie. I mean, look at that. It fires harder than my other ones. Just to test it, see how they do when I fail it. Oh, the switch was in the way. Why am I struggling with that move? Okay, for some reason I can't do that well. And there. I mean, that should be a no-brainer move for any OTF. I can also just do this. And that'll fail it. Let's see if I can get this guy to come home. I don't know. I'm just not doing it hard enough. They're just bouncing back off. I don't know. Anyway. Very good. Can't do it. I mean, this thing is a little rocket ship. Yeah, honestly, guys, if this didn't have this stupid thing on the back, if it was just a screw or a flat or anything, this would be a huge win for me. I love this thing. So good. I really like this. Yeah, and a lefty clip. A lefty clip and no glass breaker, and this is a home run right here. Really, really good. And then these are really good as well. I mean, look at that. And they're working on a higher end line, I believe, an M390 and stuff like that. I can't wait to see how those come out. I'm impressed, guys. So this one can reverse, so I might try that out. We'll see. But yeah, I'll check these out, and then I think I'm going to pass them around. I believe that's what we talked about, so I will check with him on that, but just saw another screw. So nothing's missing here, right? I see, I just saw this screw laying here. I might have just missed it out of the first. Was it the first one that had that? Or the second one? So the first one didn't have any screw. This one, I tucked it under here, and that's probably the one I lost it out of. Yep, remember I had the one screw? No, wait. Now I'm confused. Oh, this is for... This for that one, I guess? So you could swap... No, it must be for this one then. Maybe I mixed these up. Oh yeah, this one didn't have the... Okay, so hang on a second. There's no screw here, so you can't swap that out. There'd be no reason to, right? So this can stay here, go under there. And then this can go here. That's where we're missing this guy from, I bet. So put that back. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. I don't know the history on the company. Like I said, he mentioned some stuff. And I'm all about redemption and all that kind of good jazz. So I have no issue with it. But let me know what you guys know, if anything. And then I'd be curious to hear your thoughts because, you know, I do understand that. And for me, it's kind of something that I enjoy about OTFs is that it's kind of the final frontier for American-made knives. Like, it's the... When I say final frontier, it's like the best-made OTFs are USA-made OTFs, right? You think of Guardian Tactical and their ceramic ball sliding switch. You think of Hogue and their great action and whatnot. You think of... A lot of people think of Microtech. I don't, but a lot of people do. You think of the Deadlock and stuff like that. So it's kind of, in my opinion, the final frontier of USA-made knives and what's sacred. The sacred USA-made knife being an OTF, you know, that it's the quality piece. And so some people might not like the fact that these are made overseas, you know. But if I'm being objective, which I am, these are very well made. You know, I did not expect them to be this good. So I gotta, you know, just put it out there. I'd love to see these. Again, if you're listening, if you did this design and you did some kind of fat carbon, camo carbon, or just good carbon fiber, some kind of a milled clip, this thing would be off the chain. And like M390 or something, right? Doesn't have to be crazy. But this action, literally, I think I can say it's the best even compared to the Deadlock, like, it fires hard and fast. This is what she said too. But, I mean, if you look at this, there's some slop in the switch. This is much, like, more deliberate. This one's more on par with it in terms of that. Now, this does have a sort of spring under the switch to make it feel smoother, and that's why I think it's so easy to actuate. So that's part of that. There's going to be more play because of that. Very similar. But, you know, that's the thing. It feels as good as this. So that's something to note, you know. Yeah, I mean, it feels as good as those. I don't have a little guy to compare, but this is amazing. This is like a great little EDC knife. I mean, think about it. A little warny, boom, boom, boom. Put it away. You know, again, if it didn't have this sucker on it, I'd be so much happier. I don't know. Maybe there is a way to swap it. It did come with hardware, so we could check, but yeah. Okay. If you can't tell, I'm impressed. So let me know what you guys think down below. I will link their website. You can obviously just scan this or go there. 20% off with code. Thank you. That's it. Thank you to them for reaching out and sending me these to check out and pass around. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.